Regular delivery 5 p.m. Cut-off time 4 p.m. It's your time to jump the line. Visit us at www.jollies.dm. Jollies Pharmacy, leading the way in healthcare.
Jolly's Pharmacy presents a new and innovative radio program, Health Vibes. Every Wednesday morning on Q95 FM. Health Vibes, hosted by Carlton Lando and Pearl Fontaine Butler. Health Vibes from 10:15 to 11 a.m. It's not just your average talk show. It's appealing and educational with a bit of humor. Real vibes on your health. Now that's the vibe. Health Vibes on Q95 every Wednesday from 10:15 to 11 a.m. with Pearl and Carlton. Tune in.
Welcome to Health Vibes, Dominica's most foremost program on health, medicine, nutrition, and wellness, featuring the latest news on conventional and alternative medicine and health care. Now, here's your host, Carlton Lango, and co-host, Pearl Fontaine Butler.
Good morning, Dominica, and welcome to Health Vibes. Thank you for tuning in this morning. It's such a pleasure to be here. I'm Pearl Fontaine Butler. I have to inform you, though, this morning that my buddy Carlton will not be with us today. And, you know, for the sake of it, I'll miss him just as much as you will. But rest assured, he'll be back with us week after next. He was so excited about the topic for today that he made certain his absence would not get in the way of plans that we have for you. So in today's program, we're going to talk about beauty tips and tricks, all things makeup. So ladies, call your friends and tell them to tell a friend. Men, don't go anywhere just yet or tune out, because I also have some tips and tricks for you too. I'll also share with you 5 of my favorite products that are currently available at Jolly's Pharmacy. So make sure you take notes, because next week I'll announce a lovely surprise that's in store just for you, courtesy of Jolly's Pharmacy. But first, as a proponent of healthy living, healthy eating, and in general, just wellness, I wanted to share with you a few alternatives that you can adopt as part of a beauty regimen. So true beauty, for me, comes from within. It begins with what we put into our systems. So I think that we should place some emphasis there. We can't keep covering up imperfections with makeup if we're not taking the right steps to address our skin imperfections or our flaws. So here are a few beauty tips to aid on your journey towards your looking and feeling beautiful. A lot of us suffer from acne, hives, allergic reactions, skin inflammation, etc. And over the years, I've learned that green tea is extremely high in antioxidants and is proven to reduce inflammation. So I've had a few clients who have come to me and said, listen, my daughter has acne. What can we do? You can either use an organic facial wash, something with tea tree. And I know that Jolly's does have a product that contains tea tree oil, so you might want to get down there and check that out. But what you can have her do is drink some green tea, because, what we put into our systems generally do have an effect on the surface. So, I always recommend green tea. Blueberries are considered a stress-relieving superfood. They contain antioxidants that can improve your reaction to stress. Because, stress can have a serious effect on your skin. And what I've noticed too, which I'm so proud of, is that Dominicans are consuming blueberries. Because once they're on the local on the shelves in your local supermarkets, they're gone. They're consumed within a day or two, not even. So I'm very happy about that. Did you know that you can zap your pimples with kidney beans, red kidney beans? Now here's the thing. Red kidney beans are high in zinc, and studies have indicated a correlation between blemishes and low zinc levels. So if you up your body's zinc intake, you'll find that perhaps zinc's healing properties can clear those pimples and blemishes. So leave some red kidney beans on the shelves for me, okay? And if you're into making smoothies, place some pumpkin seeds into it. I mean the literal seeds from a pumpkin. You put them into the smoothies, you allow the grinder to just grind them up. Pumpkin seeds contain magnesium, also known to alleviate depression, fatigue, and irritability. So I know that's going to be helpful to a lot of us here. Fatty fish is particularly rich in the type of omega-3 called DHA and anti-inflammatory. So that's another anti-inflammatory. Inflammation is known as the root cause of acne. And sardines, for example, pack a lot of omega-3s and can help keep the skin clear. And last but not least, which is the most important, water. Water keeps your skin hydrated, and staying hydrated makes it appear more plump and less wrinkled. And I think too, this is one of the main reasons why, when you look at people in Dominica, their skin looks so beautiful and radiant, and it's because of the water that we consume. And so coming up next, we'll get straight into all things beauty. I'll also share with you some of my favorite beauty products again that you can find at Jolly's Pharmacy. And a little later on in the show, I have a surprise guest who will share with us proper nutrition and how important it is to include exercise into your beauty regimen. So for those of you who would like to call in with your thoughts or questions, you can call us on 449-3095, 449-3096, 449-3097, 616-4257. Or you can join our live streaming. Actually, you should join our live streaming because I have some great products here that I'm going to be showing you guys. So you can go to www.q95da.com and click on the YouTube video stream icon or player. And you can also visit Facebook or YouTube at Q95 FM Radio Wice. We'll be right back after this quick break.
At Jolly's Pharmacy, your health and wellness is our passion. No wonder Jolly's Pharmacy provides the widest variety of the highest quality vitamin supplements and remedies for your lifestyle activity and nutritional needs. Take care of your body. Get the multivitamins advantage supply to enhance, promote, improve, repair, and revitalize your body. Jolly's for the complete line of preventative and curative health supplies and tonics. Rejuvenate with men's and women's one-a-day tablets. Boost concentration. Tricentrum Silver and omega-3s to build your immune and liver system functions, strengthen your cardiovascular system, boost bone health. For stamina, get all your natural balanced megavites herbal supplements, men's daily formula for sexual energy and function, Saw Palmetto plus supplements to soothe joint pain. Feel like a dynamo, get up and go, catch back your mojo at Jolly's, Dominica's principal healthcare pharmacy. Why? Because you deserve more from a drugstore.
You're listening to Health Vibes.
Welcome back. I know a lot of women in Dominica are not into makeup. And of those women, there are those who are curious but have never ventured out. And then there are those who cannot do without it. So today's topic is for all women from all walks of life. And men, you should pay attention too because, there's some great gifts at Jolly's. That Mother's Day is around the corner, so you can go down there and pick up some makeup for your wives or your girlfriends. So I can't talk about makeup primarily unless we discuss skincare. So our skin is the largest barrier against infection. More so, it is the largest organ. So keeping our skin healthy and moist helps keep this barrier strong. Hence the reason why a proper skincare regimen is important. Harsh cleansers, for example, can damage the outer layer of the skin by stripping the skin's natural oils and moisture. And by harsh cleansers, I mean things like alcohol or bar soap. So if you're using, a regular soap on your face, you really shouldn't because it's very harsh on the skin. And I know most men would use whatever they find in the shower, but it's important for you to also take care of your skin. Neutrogena Men has a skin clearing acne wash that works great for acne, razor bumps, and any redness you may have, you may be experiencing. So I have it here with me, and it seems to be a great product. It clears breakouts and helps prevent new ones. It contains salicylic acid and acne treatment. So that's something that you can find at Jolly's Pharmacy. After shaving, you can dilute tea tree oil with water and gently swab some tea tree oil onto the skin. Jolly's also has Care's tea tree oil antiseptic, which goes for about $16. It helps to ease spots and other blemishes. It provides a soothing antibacterial action and does not dry out the skin. So that's really important, especially if you're not drinking enough water in this unusually hot weather. So make sure you go down to Jolly's and check out those products. Using a proper skincare regime daily can help preserve this important protective layer. So what skincare regime should you follow daily? You know, I know a lot of people would be asking that. So for all skin types, exfoliating is essential. Exfoliation is the removal of dry or dead skin cells which resides on the surface of the skin's outer layer. It is one of the most important aspects of a skincare regime. Listen, I cannot stress to you how important exfoliation is. If you're wearing foundation, if you're using powdered foundation, it's so important, because here's what can happen. If you have dry skin on the surface of your skin, I will be able to notice it through your foundation, and that's not the kind of application or the kind of finish that we want. So exfoliation also increases blood circulation, which in turn helps you to achieve healthy and glowy skin in addition to your skincare regime. So when old skin cells start to pile up on the surface of the skin, it can leave the skin looking dull, rough, and dry. And if you don't exfoliate, it doesn't make sense to wear makeup. This is, my opinion. Just like paint needs a smooth, clean canvas, a great makeup application requires smooth, clean skin. So how do we exfoliate, and which products are best? Okay, so the best type of exfoliation depends on the health and sensitivity of your skin. I'd say if you have sensitive skin, choose a mild exfoliating product. Otherwise, you can venture out and try exfoliating scrubs for the face. There are several exfoliating scrub brands on the market: St. Ives, Clean and Clear, Simple, Pond's, Neutrogena, Nivea, and Awaken, just to name a few, which you can also find at Jolly's Pharmacy. I would recommend in the mornings for all skin types that prior to applying makeup, you should try out this Clean and Clear Morning Burst Facial Scrub. It has oil bursting beads. It's oil free. It wakes you up. It gently exfoliates skin, and it contains vitamin C and ginseng. So this product is called Clean and Clear, and it's actually a great burst of freshness in the morning. And prior to applying your makeup, it will remove any of the dead skin that's there that that might have just raised up off the skin while you were sleeping at night. It's really important to do this, and this is actually one of my absolute favorite products. It's like I said, it's oil free and contains these microbeads that just gently exfoliate the skin, so it won't it's not harsh. It won't leave any scratches or anything on your face. And at night, you can try Simple's Kind to Skin Deep Cleansing Face Mask, which I don't have here with me. But that contains provitamin B5, vitamin E, natural clay, and seaweed extracts. It helps to gently cleanse and exfoliate, helping to improve skin condition. So especially if you have any redness throughout the day, on the weekend, we happened to go to the beach, and I got some little burns, like under my eye and on my nose, and so that product actually worked perfect for me, especially adding some natural aloes to the mix. So always wash your face with a non-drying face wash, and please no bar soaps, and then allow your skin to breathe. Or you can apply a light essential oil like coconut oil, which contains vitamin E and anti-aging properties. So now that we've gotten the skincare regime and the exfoliating process out of the way, I think we are ready to begin the makeup process. So people always ask me, what color foundation should they use, or what type of foundation would work best for them? And that usually depends on quite a few things. Your age, for instance, whether your skin has any discoloration or blemishes, or whether you have clear skin, whether you're younger. Most times when you're young, you have a lot of collagen, so the elasticity in the skin doesn't require you to wear so much makeup as somebody who's probably their skin is aged. So I would recommend a more satin, a more light foundation for that particular skin, the aging skin. So people, foundation is, let me just tell you what foundation is. So foundation is skin colored makeup applied to give your skin an all over smooth look. If applied correctly, it can cover blemishes and discoloration and imperfections. It gives a good base for the rest of the face, especially if you're wearing a full face of makeup. Now, the most important point to clarify right now is that the foundation you choose to purchase for yourself should match your skin complexion perfectly. It should not be a shade closest to your skin complexion. It shouldn't be something a tad bit lighter. And here's the thing with women of color. We find that we have 2 different skin shades. So on the outer rim of the face, our skin will tend to be a little darker because, we live in a tropical climate. So our foreheads get darker faster than the inside rim of the face. And so we find that the inside area of the face is much lighter than the outside. So we have to be careful with that. So, and also with foundation, you shouldn't test foundation on your forearm. It should be tested on your jawbone, along your jawline or your cheeks, because that's where you find that you're going to find the best match for your skin. Okay. Also, I have to say that I'm really excited about the Jolly's cosmetic counter. I really have to tell you that because there's a range of foundation products to choose from depending on the amount of collagen or elasticity you have in your skin. So right now I have with me Revlon Color Stay. And the good thing about Revlon is they have either normal to dry or combination to oily skin. So this is a really great product, and it really smooths over very well, and it's buildable. So liquid foundation is always buildable, meaning if you have a particular blemish that is not getting any coverage, you can add just a little more over the area, and building onto what you've already done kind of clears that away. Jolly's also has Sasha. Now, somebody had texted me earlier today saying, they have a Sasha foundation and it doesn't really do anything for them. They have some discoloration, and basically what I found is that sometimes the problem in Dominica is that a lot of women are wearing the wrong shade of foundation. So here's what I also find is that a lot of women, if they take pictures, you'll find that there's a graying ring around the face. First of all, they don't blend the foundation all the way into the hairline, so that's problem number 1. And because the shade is lighter, or it may match the forearm and not necessarily the face, you find that the product is graying. So if you're of dark complexion and you use a shade lighter than yourself, chances are around the darker areas, it's going to look gray. So this is Sasha Camouflage Cover Cream. And this is actually a really great product. I tried it yesterday, and it really smooths over very well, and it's full coverage. So for those of you who prefer that flawless finish, this is an absolute great product. And the great thing about it is, because we live in a tropical climate and oily skin is like one of the most common problems here, this dries down matte. So, when I say matte, I mean it has a dry look. So, for all of you oily skins out there, you should, have no worries about that. Another fave of mine, which I just shared with you, was the Revlon Color Stay. So, depending on whether your skin is youthful or aging, that's a really great product. And, for foundation, it depends on, like I said, your preference and how much makeup, you use. We also have here the Sasha Matte Face Powder. This is a loose powder. Now, I prefer loose powders to compact powders. And again, it depends on the finish you want. So if you don't want to look too cakey, then you can use a loose powder. And the great thing about this is Jolly's is equipped with loose powder and compact powders for all of your preferences. Now, next, and today I want to touch on a little of every aspect. So eyebrows. Full eyebrows are beautiful and exotic looking, but for those of us not blessed with that kind of thickness, proper shaping is so important. And one of the things that I find is that, people are doing the wrong things. You're shaving from the top of your eyebrows, which you're getting rid of your natural arch. It should just be minimal. You should only remove just a tad bit of hair just to get that shape perfect. You can use makeup, which is a great thing about makeup. You can also use makeup to fill in the gaps and add depth. One of the things that I see too often are jet black eyebrows. I should never see your eyebrows before making out who you are. And a lot of times we see someone far away, a mile away, and we're seeing their eyebrows. I think we have a caller. Good morning, caller.
Hey, Dr. Doc.
How are you?
Yeah. I talk about the eyebrow disease.
Yes.
I saw them putting that your surface even out there.
And this is the thing, they're applying it wrong.
They're cleaning their eyebrow and they're putting some kind of old thing that don't fit in them.
Right.
And they look like evil, man. That's why I didn't know you go. And then this is skin business.
Yeah.
When I bathe, I don't use no chemical, nothing, just soap and water.
Okay.
And my skin is very nice.
I bet, Albert, because you drink a lot of, healthy stuff.
Oh, I do that.
All right. Well, thank you for calling, okay? Thank you for your contribution.
Okay, bye.
All right. Now, eyebrows are something that I'm very passionate about, okay? So, stay away from black pencils. And here's the thing. Women of color, we've got to do things the right way. No woman of color has jet black hair. You find that hair has different grades of brown. So there is a deep dark brown which kind of resembles black. So we should never be using black liner anyway on our eyebrows. Your eyebrow shade should match or be a tad lighter than your hair color. So one of the things that I found amazing at Jolly's, and I'm very excited about this because for a long time I couldn't find the products that I really liked, and Jolly's has really stacked up and has really impressed me. So Ardell Professional has come up with this brow pomade that comes with an angle brush and a spoolie brow brush in one. The shade is perfect. So for all you brow enthusiasts or makeup junkies, definitely give this product a try. And for those of you who are not accustomed to but are feeling like maybe something is wrong with my brows, come down to Jolly's, make an appointment and I'll come in and I'll help you out. All right. So that's it for eyebrows. In consideration of time for eyeshadow, the best advice I can give you is this. As important as your color choices are, the placement of your shadows and liners are just as critical. You can create just about any illusion that you want, but with careful placement. So try not using your fingers. Use a brush. You can make your eyes appear wider, closer set, more prominent, deeper set, etc. Determine what shape of eyes you have and then accentuate them accordingly. So makeup isn't something that you just wake up and say, you know what, I want to try this. Try to get educated. Come into Jolly's. We have somebody that's there. She's great at what she does. She can assist you. And you'll leave there feeling so empowered because that's what we're about. Okay, now for blush. In order to apply blush where it will be most flattering on you, first determine your face shape. Blush not only adds color, but also contours and defines your cheekbones. And the way you apply your blush can accentuate your best features and also soften those that are perhaps too prominent. Always choose shades that complement your skin tone. So before, back in the day, we would take a major powder brush, which people used to use as blush brushes, and just circle it around the face. No, now you've got to go along the lines of your cheekbones and then accentuate that way. So that's for blush. Now Jolly's does have a great selection of blush colors, so get down there and look at what you can add to your makeup bag. Okay, now here's a beauty lipstick ready trick. Use a baby toothbrush to exfoliate your lips. To really get the job done, you can make a homemade lip exfoliation with sugar, honey, and coconut oil. Or easier, but not as effective, cover your lips in lip balm or petroleum jelly before scrubbing. Now, I say this because a lot of times our lips are dry because we're not drinking enough water. Or, when we wake up in the morning, we find that we've got some excess dry skin. So you can use those things to get the dead skin off the lips, and that'll give your lipstick a long-lasting effect and smoother finish. So and I have to tell you that this is one of the things that I do religiously almost every day, and not because my lips are dry, but because I really do want that smooth finish. So you should absolutely try that. Now at Jolly's, there's a wide range of lipsticks, lip glosses, by every brand that you can think of. I mean, some amazing colors, and the prices are very reasonable. But I chose 2 lipstick colors today, 2 shades that I think are in season, and I say in season because red never goes out of season, so you should always have a great red lipstick. You should always have a great red lipstick in your makeup bag. Now this is Sasha Red, and its undertone is blue. Reds are usually made with orange undertones or blue undertones, and this is a really great red lipstick because actually it gives the illusion that your teeth are much whiter than what they appear to be. And then I have Sound the Alarm. It kind of reminds me of like a Nicki Minaj kind of pink. Now this is actually very popular right now, so I think you should get down to Jolly's and purchase these 2 and just add them to your collection. Okay, now I just want to say that these 2 are a part of my faves, so please make sure you're taking this down. So it's called Sasha Red and Sound the Alarm. One of the ugliest trends, and I have to use the word ugly because I really don't like to use that word, but it is very ugly. One of the most ugliest makeup trends is the black liner mixed with pink or red lipstick. The contrast, I have to say, is hideous. Liner should always be 1 shade darker than your natural lip color, or a shade darker or lighter than the gloss or lipstick shade of your choice. You should never use black liner on your lips, right? And too often we do see that, and it's something of the past, and when you're educated and you know better, you do better. And at the end of the day, before you practice your nighttime regime, add the Awaken Cold Cream Makeup Remover, which contains cucumber extracts, which has an extremely soothing effect on the skin. This is another of my faves. Now, I actually use this, and what I do is I put it in the refrigerator so that when I get home, I have something cooling on my skin. Because I mean, after you deal with the sun, you have makeup, you want to wash this all off. This is actually a really great product. And so for all of your needs or your other needs, whether it's mascara, eyeliner, lip liner, sponges, brushes, makeup brushes, come down to Jolly's. And one of my other favorite products here, and I have to say this now, a lot of my clients say to me, what am I going to do about my oily skin? You know, I don't want to have to reapply makeup. Jolly's has this pretty perfect anti-shine blotting sheet, and there are 100 sheets per pack, and this is only $5.95, and I think this is actually a really great buy. So throughout the day, instead of reapplying makeup to your skin, all you do is use a blotting sheet. You just put it on the areas, which is mainly your forehead and your nose and the corners of your nose, and you add these blotting sheets onto your skin. You just put them onto your skin and then remove them, and it absorbs all of the oil, and then you're free to continue your day. So that's actually a really, really, really great product. And so I'm so happy because my guest has finally arrived. Josiah, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so this is Josiah Moses. He's actually a fitness instructor at Jolly's Pharmacy, and he's here to talk about eating right and taking care of our bodies, because really and truly everything I just shared with you holds absolutely no weight if you're not putting the right things into your system and exercising. Would you agree, Josiah?
See, fitness on a whole is a lifestyle that some people misinterpret, because based on our certain goals in our country, especially, we focus on carnival and our festivals. So some take the approach to get fit or to look a certain way for a certain event. But what you have to take into consideration is that we have to live, and we have a lot of stuff ahead of us. So you want to feel the same way you feel in your 20s or your 30s, in your 60s, and probably even in your 70s. So we eat what we are. If you not take that into consideration and you go with it, probably in your 40s you have to visit the doctors, joint pains, cholesterols, and so forth. So there's a lot of things that you have to do in order to make sure that you're healthy and you don't have too many doctor visits. That's going to end with bad consequences.
I'm glad that you raised that point that people only exercise for events. I mean, it should be something that's done year round, every day. It should be a part of your beauty regime. And listen, it is part of your beauty. It's considered part of your beauty regime that your body is pumping the right amount of blood, that your intake is perfect. Now, what would you say about your eating habits? What do you find about the eating habits here?
Oh, well, the eating habits here is plummet. We take more in consideration or emphasis in fast foods. Some people don't cook to go to work. I've seen it. So basically, whatever they get on the streets, our so-called culture, bakes, fries, lots of starchy stuff, oils, bread, hot dogs. These stuff are not good for your body. But however, we have our natural products that we don't utilize much. It's simple elements such as protein, carbs, and fats. Now I say fats and I'll elaborate here. There are good fats and there are bad fats. So good fats are basically monounsaturated fats and polyunsaturated fats, such as coconut oil, olive oil. And the bad fats are the regular vegetable oils that we use to fry our sausages, our cod fish, and so forth. These pump calories into our bloodstreams. The excessive fat is being stored, and the body does not break it down to use as energy. And we get it from other products, or simple bakes and cheese at our snackets, KFC. This stuff are not good.
Okay, we have a caller. Good morning, caller. Hello, good morning. Okay, you can call back. Go ahead.
Yeah, the main part everyone likes to hear about is protein whenever you're in the gym. You can be a runner, an athlete. We speak about protein. Some take the misunderstanding of protein to only think as meat. Protein is stretched out.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Do you know that you can get protein from goat cheese?
Yeah, I knew that.
Good.
And beans too.
Exactly.
Right.
But it varies. So some carry heavier grams of protein, while the others have lighter ones. So if you're a vegan, some vegans actually do have great bodies. Just because they don't eat meat doesn't mean that they won't look as ripped or feel healthier than someone as a meat lover.
I'm happy that you said that, because I recently decided to cut out all meat, all fish. Now I've stopped eating meat anyway, so really what I was eating was just fish, but I've cut it out. And I did some research on, I said, surely I can't be eating greens all day, every day, right? And then, we forget the expansive nature of what vegetables are, or what they're considered to be. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so fantastic. So I began to eat all of my carbs, which are considered vegetables.
Yes, they are.
Right? So like my dashin and my stuff like that, these are vegetables. And I'm like, gosh, Pearl, like you could have lived like this your entire life already. You don't really need to have the things that contain mercury or, that are just not good for us. And so I've been eating a lot of vegetables and salads and my ground provision, which is which is so good. So I'm glad that you said that. But it is very true that I think we misinterpret what a lot of things are because we're not knowledgeable, as a people. So, instead of, and this is why I shared the blueberry and the pumpkin seeds earlier in the program, because it's important. They're small. They're just small items, but you can eat them while you're on your way to work or while you're walking instead of stopping and buying bakes. And this is not to put any business, any restaurant out of business, but we have to make healthier choices. I mean, I know that you eat 6 meals a day?
Yeah, 6.
Can you tell me why you do that?
Okay, it's as simple as this. The more that I exercise, the more my metabolism grows, and the food burns up very quickly to be turned into energy. But I take smaller amounts of cleaner choices. Now the cleaner choices has less starch. Starch is something that keeps us full. If you eat too much fiber or too much wheat, a bowl of oats, Weetabix, you feel full for the day. No need to eat an extra meal. If I have veggies and some of protein such as turkey breast, that is very dry with a glass of water. And my next meal, if I'm working a regular job, is my lunchtime or until I get home, In between that period, I'm going to feel very hungry. So what that's going to do for your body is the body's going to feed off its fat to turn into energy. So in order to keep your metabolism system on track, you have smaller meals broken up throughout your day. And those who are working out, based on how you work out, you could alter the look of your body by how you measure your fats and your proteins and your complex carbohydrates intakes.
So tell me, what is your describe your intake, your daily intake for me. So like, let's say for instance today, what are the different foods that you're going to be eating?
Well, today I already had 2 meals. Yes. The first one was rice, white rice, complex carbs, protein, turkey breast, and some steamed vegetables with some fiber, complex carbs such as fig and yams. Then
This is what you ate for breakfast?
I don't call it breakfast, but yes.
Okay.
Meal 1. Meal 2 was a bowl of lettuce with some sausages.
What kind of sausages?
As chicken sausages, I told the packet said it has like 70% less sodium.
Okay. Okay. And then, so what else do you have planned for the rest of the day?
Well, before I work out, after I work out, I consume a bowl of oats.
So you're going to work out this morning?
Yes.
Okay.
So right now I'm actually feeling hungry already. My body's feeding off the fat. So I'm going to bring back the energy after I eat the bowl of oats. Take my whey protein, and then after next 3 to 3 hours, have my regular meal, which is more rice, protein, and carbs. And later on in the day, take my extra whey protein. But however, people, I'm only doing this because of a certain style of training that I'm doing. If you're someone that has to lose weight, you alter your eating habits. So you have less complex carbs such as rice and yams, but you have more protein. Protein builds muscle. The complex carbs, what they do, they add size and they give you power and energy. So if I was depleting, cutting, I would alter it.
But for somebody who's, who has the interest to work out, who's been dying to work out, but they just don't have any time, and they, because of the job that they may have, they're eating unhealthy. What advice would you give to them? What would you say to them? How would you encourage them?
Encouragement first starts.
Okay, we have a caller.
All right.
Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning. How are you doing this morning?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. A simple question I had to ask: what kind of variation that one should use if you want to change their eating habits from being a meat eater, a fish eater, to becoming a vegan?
That's very simple. First,
You understand?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead, Josiah.
All right. The first thing you have to do is it's all mental. Based on our eating habits that we've got for years of doing the same thing over a cycling process, it's going to be very hard on your system to just drop drastically. So what I advise you to do is incorporate more vegetables to your diet plan, your meal plans, and slowly remove the meats that you regularly eat, the red meat. So if you're a red meat lover, move on to the white meat, which is turkey. It's a drier form of protein, and slowly remove that from your system. So the more veggies you have, you incorporate fruits. You bring in new things to your diet that you don't normally eat on a regular basis, and you slowly let out the old ones. Now what you're gonna do, you're gonna get your body accustomed or adapted to a new regime, and day by day, you're gonna lose the taste for meat and fall in love with something better that you decided that's the new way on eating habit style that you want to have for your life.
That's great advice. And in addition to that, for me, what I did to change my eating habits, I knew it was something mental, and I'm glad that you said that, because it always is, there always is a mental block when you're so accustomed to eating something the same way all the time. And the aha moment for me came from when I was at the doctor with my grandmother, and they asked her, her family's history of, illnesses. And even when I went to the doctor, they asked me the same thing. And so then I realized that the correlation between the histories from generations before is how we eat, because these things are trickled down. And so for me, it was about, oh my God, I really need to change this. And so I began my change by detoxing.
Yes.
So I detoxed and I got rid of all of the impurities, all of the things that have been, making me tired. And, I just used to feel fatigued all the time. And now there's a burst of energy because I'm so much more educated on the foods that are better to eat. So after the detox, I began to incorporate all of the good things. And it was a struggle for a really long time because it's almost like my mind is warring with my flesh. I know what's the right thing to do, but my flesh is wanting this thing that I've been eating for so long, which is chicken. And then finally, I was able to kind of release the chicken and just let it go. And now I can cook chicken for my family and not even feel like I need to eat it,
right,
and
right.
then after I, hit that milestone, it was like, okay, let me see if I can stop eating fish. I mean, just for an extended period of time. And so far, it's been really great because I was able, in that space of time, to gain so much knowledge on, how, the different types of vegetables I can eat. And, we have 5 or 6 groups of vegetables. And I mean, if you eat something from every food group, you'll be fine. And these are things from nature. So I don't see why we can't, upgrade and change the way we eat. So really and truly, it is a mental thing. And so to the caller, I hope you got your answers, okay? Now, Josiah, again, for you talked about your eating habits and how you eat, and it's based on the fact that you're training. But for somebody else who's not training, what would you say to them?
If you're not training and you want to lose weight, the first thing is your diet. For anyone that wants to get in shape, whether you pump iron, you run, or you do cardio, number one rule, you have to maintain and believe in the fact that you can change. I tell my clients every day, no matter if you're 20 years old or you're 60, your body's like a rubber band. The more you stretch it, the more shake you can give the rubber band. At any point in your life, you can change. Give up a few things at one time. We love bread on this island. It kills us. White flour, it kills us. So small things. The number one rule I tell my clients to drop in a few pounds in 1 week, no matter if you exercise or not, is to leave the white flour alone for a good period of time. I'm not saying don't ever eat bread. It's good for us, especially the wheat, the whole grain ones. But give it up for a good period of time and you could see the change in your body. Not just bread, but anything to do with white flour, cricks, bakes, bread, a sandwich that you might feel is healthy for you, but just think as of your body as a temple. Whatever you put in that hard work is what you're gonna get out. Because the mistake we're gonna do is say it's only one portion. Then that one portion is gonna leave by 3 portions in 1 week. When you could already subtract that from your system, and your body's gonna see a difference. Because if you're accustomed to feeding our body with junk, and it no longer gets that, it's gonna ask what's going on. And it's going to alter everything that's going on inside of us. So leave white flour alone. Leave the sodas alone. Watch your sugar intakes and your sodium intakes. These small things would just create a huge difference in your body. And drink more water and change up your diet.
Okay. So what about for somebody who wants to gain weight? You talked about people wanting to lose weight, but gaining weight the healthy way.
Gaining weight the healthy way is basically what I'm doing right now, and I love it. Carbs give you energy and power and size. So you basically increase in your complex carb intake and double up on your proteins. Some people say, especially in the fitness world, whenever you talk to a professional, a regular client or someone that's introduced to the gym for the first time says that he's been trying for months and he can't gain any size. The professionals only tell him is eat more. What are you doing that's different from me? You train harder or you eat more? And you eat the clean, healthy choices. You make the healthy choices. You're not going to KFC and buying chicken and fries or going to a stall and thinking that it's more portions, so I'm going to get bigger and fuller. No. Your water weight is going to increase, your sodium is going to increase, and based on how you work out, 48 hours after the muscle synthesis process, you're going to shrink. These foods are going to be easily dissolved through the bloodstreams, and you're going to excrete it later on in the day. Wherever, if you have healthy minerals and vitamins inside your system, they're going to give you energy. It's a whole different ballgame.
Okay, good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning. How you all doing this morning?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm a very interested program. Also, what the brother is talking about nutrition, and I always maintain eating healthy. It depends on how you want your body to develop. It's all about but knowing what to do. And this young man, I just want to ask him a question.
Sure.
Because I know he knows a lot what's going on around the world. Do you satisfy the way that our football players, the way they look and their body mass? I just want him to...
Is that your question?
Hello?
Yeah.
No, because the reason why I'm saying that, because what I'm saying is since he's on island doing that, I think he should go write a proposal or write something to the Football Association to be a nutritionist for them, because those guys need to know how to build body mass. Because when you look at international players, those guys have areas where they go and work out, like gyms. They don't live with like a bodybuilder, but they have to strengthen their body and build body mass. And our players in Dominica, it looks like they just do whatever. They go run, do ball exercises, but there's more than that. And they need someone to help them as far as nutrition. So if he's on island, this is something he could work with the Football Association, be their nutritionist, to guide them how to eat and what to eat, to help them. Because when I look at our players, they can't match up with international players. I mean, I know international players, they have money, so they have facilities to build for them. But we have to start somewhere, So this is the way we can start. And also the young man that called about if you want to stop eating meat. Like you said, you read, it's like everything you said is like, that's what I was thinking. You have to take a cleanser and detox the body, and then you go that way, because our system, digestive system, is not of a carnivorous animal. We wasn't made to eat or to digest meat. So he have to digest, he have to detox and cleanse his body, and then he go that route. Everything takes time, but it's just a mental thing also, but you have to start somewhere. It's a beautiful program. Keep educating the people. Thank you, and I'm listening.
Yes.
Thank you. So do you want to comment on that? What he said?
The moment he called, I started smiling. A few people approached me and asked me about this. And let me just say, Jolly's Pharmacy, we're on the verge of creating a gym to the public. However, it's going to be a club that we're going to take serious people, and my desire, my hunger is to change your life. When your life changes, your body changes. With that said, the footballers, I know. I love the NFL. I love watching Kobe dunk, and I love watching soccer. These guys have strength and conditioning coaches that are paid lots of cash on a yearly basis to ensure that the athletes perform at their highest peak. In Dominica, it's not just show and skill that you come and you play a game for 1 week, then you go back to your regular activities and drink alcohol. And just because someone favors you over another, you're going to be picked on a team and you think that, yes, I represented my country. I'm going to be going back to my daily methods of doing what I want. It's a serious program. So I'm going to take that opportunity and I'm going to write for them. And I would want to wait on a response. I'm going to create something very interesting. I'm a hard trainer. I love to push people to their limits and to see growth. And it's sad that we have so many hills on island and we could utilize our own nature to create something so extreme. So if the opportunity reaches me, I will take that.
We have a caller. Good morning. Good morning, caller.
Hello,
Hello, good morning.
it's Fountain. You could only beauty in the world by just using this alkaline beach water, these coolant cleaners, and these antibiotics, and your prescription relapse. is quite less supporting the our human resources, and it's much more profitable. And we should really avoid getting healthier in the natural way, at Jolly Pharmacy.
Okay. In consideration of time, Kuala, we thank you for your contribution, but we do have to go. I just wanted to thank Josiah for being here, and as he did mention, Jolly's Pharmacy is soon going to be opening
in May, the first week of May.
And we're very excited about this. And before we leave, let me just share with you my 5 faves once again. So it's the Clean and Clear Morning Burst Facial Scrub. It's oil-free with bursting beads. It wakes you up, gently exfoliates your skin, and it contains vitamin C and ginseng. My other fave is the Revlon Color Stay for normal to dry skin. This is actually really moisturizing, so it's a great product. And then I really truly love this Sasha Red. It, like I said, it gives the illusion that your teeth are whiter than it is because of the blue in it. And then this Nicki Minaj Sound the Alarm Pink. Well, it's by Sasha, but it's not Nicki Minaj's, but it's like a color she would wear. So this is actually a great color. And I absolutely love this cold cream makeup remover with cucumber extract. So this is by Awaken. So please go down to Jolly's and figure out which products work for you. If you'd like to have a consultation with me, just let them know, and I will make an appointment with you, and we'll figure things out. Okay, so thank you for tuning in today to Health Vibes. I'll be with you again next week, and next week we have such an amazing guest. It's Oren Jolly, and I will also be announcing this amazing surprise for one of you ladies who are listening today and taking notes. So thank you, and see you again next week. Bye.
You're listening to Health Vibes. You are listening to Health Vibes, a production of Jolly's Pharmacy Limited.
Easy Rock 95.1. More rock, less talk while you work.